Hey guys, welcome to Mature and Immature. Today I have my co-host Vishal Singh. You may introduce yourself now.
Hey guys, this podcast is sponsored by Anchor. Anchor lets you to create podcast and distribute in various platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, and Google Podcasts, etc. It helps you to make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It is everything you need to make podcast in one place. If you want to download, if you want to make podcast, go ahead and download a free Anchor app on Play Store or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Vishal Singh, and I'd like to thank Prakhar for inviting me. Thank you, Prakhar.
I mean, you are a co-host. I mean, we both have we both are working on the show together. So you don't have to thank me. Thank you for joining, by the way.
Oh, that's why I said you invited me, so I'll thank you.
Yeah, sorry. So let's
Okay,
start the first segment of the podcast. Have you heard about the cyclone going in West Bengal?
I actually had a chance to uh, look into that, but the link was in front of me, but I didn't bother to open. So I actually don't know much
You
about
know
that.
why we name the show Mature and Immature? Do you have any reason?
Mature,
Yeah.
yeah. No, not. I don't know about cyclone. It doesn't mean I know. I don't know about other things. It
Okay,
was just
okay,
I
okay. So I think we should move to the segment. What do you say?
We can talk about cyclone. I know about cyclone, but not specific to this one. Bengal cyclone.
Okay, okay, okay. So first, introduce yourself, what you do, and all that. You don't have to go too deep. Just introduce yourself and job title and all that.
Yes, yes, fine. About myself, I am currently, my name is Vishal, as I'm introduced prior also, and I work for an IT service company as a software engineer, and we usually work to automate that whole business process, and we are mainly responsible for that whole delivery management, and that's all sort of stuff we do. And I
Okay.
had over 1 year of experience working. I'm still with it, so it's a great working. And it's
So question I have for you is, are you enjoying your quarantine?
I'm enjoying my quarantine. I actually got comfortable in that because my most of the life is like this only, like eating, sleeping, and working.
Going to office, chatting with your friends in person. You miss any of that?
I don't miss actually. I We had like social media, so I can get connect to them on that. So there's not a problem for me. Just a problem. Just the only concern is that I can't move out or I can't go out to get my things or pass my time. That what I used to do before. So that's the
Oh,
only
okay.
concern. Rest all is same for me because I hardly uh, do much stuff about.
So I wanted to ask your take. I wanted to take your take. Like, what do you think? Like, a lot of companies are doing office layovers. They are
Yes,
firing their employees and all that. So, what
yes,
is your
that's
take on that?
right, right. They're laying off and they're imposing deductions on their salary. So that's
Yeah.
going on. And recent example was Uber. Uber did a mass firing. They announced everyone on the in a Zoom call. They collected over.
It's very embarrassing, you know. Like on a Zoom call, we just got fired and all that.
Yeah, they were all invited to join Zoom for like a normal business call, and they were told by their senior that then that was their last day of working. So, and they all going to be laid off. So yes, that is a bit.
So, what do you think, what's going to be the future of these companies?
The future of these companies, actually, it will take a time to get on the same track, like couple
Do
of
you think
months maybe.
these companies will just bankrupt?
Uh, I don't think bankruptcy right now is a situation that companies will face, but yes, they will get hampered. Like for IT service companies, they have like opportunities to say sail through it. They can cover up because they because all employees are working from home, so they're not much affected. But yes, I can say for the other ones like that are for like production companies that are doing manufacturing, all that stuff. So they are heavily impacted. Like if you see through like manufacturing sectors like that mechanical sector or like civil construction work. So these are getting affected, and they had to
Okay,
actually lay
okay.
off employees or they had to impose deductions to cover up that. So it's a big deal for actually human resource, the HR department.
Okay, okay. So you are also living in your like PG, So what problems did you face over there? Any type of problems you faced?
The only problem or the concern I face, and it is same for me right now also, is that it's the same for us actually. I can't say it's only problem with me that I can't go out or I cannot hang out like as option of entertaining. And
Yeah,
rest,
yeah.
there's not a problem actually. It's the same for everyone. We are all stuck inside a place or like a confined space, and we can move out freely here and there. So yes, I'm. So the simple equation of me right now is I'm getting food. I'm getting enough
That's the
sleep.
most important thing, no?
I can get
Getting food is like the most important
getting
thing.
food. I can work. I have the internet. I
Yeah,
am
that's more
able to sleep
important.
fine. So these are like very basic needs. That is the whole equation for me, and I guess it's same for many of us.
So I have another question that are like the prices of food items increased or what?
Prices of the food items are like they're likely
With
same.
inflation, inflation in the market.
Yes, you can take on the charges that were imposed by the online services. Like if you go for online shopping, yes, they have imposed some of the extra
Yeah,
reduction.
have you seen the delivery charges? Delivery charges have been
Yes, I
skyrocketed.
yes, yes.
It's been 50 or
All the
something.
discounts they used to offer, that's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
been gone into like accumulate that expenses. So, so yes, you have to pay a bit extra from your pocket to avail these kind of services.
Do you know that for Amazon in US is trying to lower the amount of stress. Like people are ordering too much. Like people are ordering a lot of stuff and they are not getting. So what Amazon is trying to do is cancel their orders.
So
So
they're canceling the orders.
yeah, they're trying to means lower the no lower the pressure. They don't have that many of employees and they are trying to hire as many as they can, but obviously because of this COVID thing, not a lot of people are trying want to
Yes.
join
Hiring is
in that
actually
situation.
affected a lot. It's hardly hiring. It's more of like balancing that how can you balance the remaining employees? How can you retain them? That's the most important thing for the
Yeah,
human
obviously.
resource or that HR department. So it's a tough job for them that how to manage your employees. That they also don't want to fire us, but they have to or they have to like due to this.
Obviously, because the company cannot give free cash to anyone.
Yeah, they cannot afford if the revenue is not generated.
Obviously.
It's maybe even let's say same for IT service company, but yes, the other sector they are deeply affected with that.
Do you know any companies which are highly profitable right now?
Highly profitable, I can say the company that we used to boast or amuse at that was mask manufacturing companies. and
Oh yeah, and
companies
that
that have
companies are probably doing.
sanitizers as their production. So these are can be I I don't know about much reality of these, but yes, these can be called as in like main plus.
Ola and Uber, did you heard that news that Ola and Uber are starting their services back again? Like you can now book an Ola in right now.
Yes,
The
they
service.
are going to start it, and I think that regarding transportation, we have some trains started. Flights are going to start from 25th, and if these are getting operated, so that your like taxis and all that, these are also going to start. Uber and Ola, yes, they are.
Yeah, yeah. So, are you reading any type of books? Any books you are reading right now? Any book recommendations?
I hardly read. I don't have much collection of reading books, so I just had a chance to read.
I think you should buy Amazon Kindle, bro. Amazon Kindle is like very good. Like you can read a lot of books if you like, and you don't have to carry like those heavy books. You can just carry Kindle anywhere you go.
Yeah, that's fine, but it's more of depends on you that if you're really interested or if you're knack of reading, you will go to read even if it's through books or like ebooks or like any sort of attachment or you have. But I'm not much interested in reading. I just had read about two books, I guess, just now. Yes, but the first one
Two books,
was
that's a lot. I mean, in a year I try to read one book. In 1 year I try to read one book at least. Last year I read two books. You know, good improvement for me. And are you watching any kind of shows?
no, I actually prefer to watch movies instead of web series or shows because it's really time taking and I can't binge watch a show or a series which has like lengthy episodes or like series. They have like multiple episodes, seasons, so it's like a really time consuming. So I prefer to watch movies. Like they have all conclusions done in that 2 or 3 hours, so it's all
Mm,
sorted out
good, good.
in this time. And you
Any new movies you have watched?
I'm sorry, I didn't get that. Any new
Have you watched movies and all that? Have you watched any of them?
movie you saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Movie?
Have you watched any
Yeah,
movies and all that?
recent movie I watched today only. That was like a Kill List. Kill List. That was a kind of a crime thriller. So that was good. That was around 1.5 hour, and the movie was started with a steady pace, and then and that things get turned around, and actually the last 20-25 minutes was great. It has a great turn of event.
Google it and it shows the genres horror and thriller. So I
Yep.
know that you like horror
Kill
movies.
List. Yes, yes. It's the same, I guess. It's rated around 6.6, I guess. I'm not sure. 6.6 or
4
7.
in IMDb and 78% in Rotten Tomatoes.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's has a category of horror and thriller. That's correct.
How did you watch any service that you have obtained, Amazon or
Any services last I operated was I ordered from Amazon. I ordered like peanut butter and pasta. That was a long days back.
no, how did you watch that movie? From Amazon Prime, Netflix, Hotstar, or
Oh,
anything?
okay. I got it. Actually,
That's
you
taking
broke up by
service.
that moment, so I thought it was about Amazon ordering.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
Yeah, that's a good segment. Yeah, we are going to do that also.
okay. Regarding the movie, that was actually you were asking from where? Yes, I use torrent actually. It has like you can
Hey, don't promote don't promote that. Don't promote that.
no,
This podcast will get banned or
I'm
something.
not promoting. I'm
Don't
just
add.
revealing out or like how I actually watch movies. So it's like yes, that's the same. I use that to download it.
No one only sponsor of this video of this podcast to go away.
Okay, no, that's
So
my bad.
So how many movies you have watched in this whole lockdown?
Whole quarantine, I'll say the figure goes 50 plus. I have watched,
Wow.
yes, that's a lot.
That's actually you could have watched a lot of shows now.
Yes,
I mean, if you
my collection
it
of
clearly shows
movies
that
which
you
I
have
watched,
a lot.
that goes a figure plus 50 plus, and that's averaged out a single movie a day. Sometimes I watch 2 days a movie, sometimes one day, sometimes a day went without any movie. So it comprises on an average of
You know what? I'm proud. I'm proud of you.
yeah.
I have watched 13 shows in Netflix and three stand-up comedies in Amazon Prime and few in YouTube. So I think it is not even close. But yeah, I have spent quite a bit of time
I guess we spent
watching.
same hours on that. So if you like,
Yeah, that I think totally depends on you. If you want मतलब the story of the show to be short or anything, you can watch movies.
yeah, like as you said, you watched 13 shows, so that must be lengthy. And I said 50 plus movies. So the running length and the time it takes around, I guess it's roughly same. I guess same, or maybe a inch of difference.
So did you know about the service, the streaming site Hotstar teamed up with Disney and they lowered their prices so you
I
can get
actually
like
saw that in a trailer or like an advertisement that they're going to patch up for some kind of events, which I didn't have any chance to move into that. I hardly use Hotstar for
oh
that. I used to Hotstar just for like to watch the cricket matches. So and that's not,
hey, Hotstar is actually good, you know. Hotstar
yes, they
has like all the Marvel movies and all
they
that
actually had
good
good
shows.
shows in that. There was like I don't know, it was on Hotstar or some other. There was a Common Man, I guess. Common Man is on Hotstar, I guess, right?
I don't know. Let me just check.
I guess
Can
so.
you?
So the Hotstar do have some great shows, and they've
And you have you heard that Voot? Voot is
yes, yes,
also a streaming site,
yes. There are many
and
like Voot,
it
Hotstar, View, and the other ones as well.
a View is like for third grade people,
Mm,
man. Like
View
actually,
and
I've seen those
Balaji, these
series.
comes in the same category, like B grade or C grade. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Voot actually has some good shows.
yes,
The
these
latest
shows
they
you
had
can
like
do
Asur.
Netflix, Amazon also had a great like list.
Hey, Netflix is very expensive. It's very
It's
expensive.
expensive, yes. That's 100 or 200.
600 per month.
Yeah, and that's for four. And Amazon is completely much affordable to that. And Hotstar comes, I
Amazon
don't
is
know.
like 1,000. Hey, Hotstar is the most cheapest one.
Yes,
300 a year.
yes,
I mean, 300 a year. That's the cheapest streaming site I know.
yes. Actually, Netflix has its own industry. That's like Hollywood, Bollywood, and Netflix. They have their
Yeah.
own world. They have their own movies in lineup. They have their own shows. So that's an entirely different world.
I mean, they have like a $1 billion
Yeah, they're like
industry.
they
Like,
have actors. Actors we have like working for that. There's a Bollywood actor, there's a Hollywood actor, and there's an actor. He's he is Netflix actor. So it's like a different, totally different world they have. So we can't compare
yeah,
Netflix with the other ones. So Netflix is great in terms of series, but I had a
is I knew. I just checked one thing. Disney bought Hotstar for 20. I think 1.1 billion something in 2015. 1.1 billion.
1.1 billion. That's great.
Yeah, great for like Hotstar people, you know.
Yes. So are they going to produce any like for Disney productions?
No, those whole everything that Disney had produced, they have like moved every cartoon movies and all that to Hotstar, so you can watch all those shows and
Okay, okay. That
you
was
know,
yes in our olden times. Okay.
yeah, like Aladdin and all that, those kid shows if you want, and the Toy Stories and all that you can watch. And they also partnered with Marvel, so you can watch all the Avengers stuff.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah. Mm. So moving on to the next segment. As you told us that you have ordered something, please elaborate on that.
Yes, the last I ordered was like a few weeks ago. That was from Amazon. I ordered a pasta and a peanut butter and the other stuff
Uh,
as well. I ordered a pack of 12 Maggie. These things I've ordered. So they have
Bro, not good for health. Like
Maggie.
actually is not good for
Yeah,
health.
actually, I know from beginning, like from child, I know it's not healthy, but when it comes,
It
yes, you're craving it, you didn't see anything. You just jump upon that and you need to feed yourself. And I can say Maggie is a life savior
uh,
for many of the singles.
can be
If you
and have you listened to any of the podcasts I recommended?
no, actually, I'm really sorry I didn't get a chance to that, and I haven't
Yeah.
listened any of the podcast till now. This is the first postcard podcast which I am live on. So I'll definitely going to listen this.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I just checked that you can watch Chernobyl and all that in Hotstar. That's good.
Chernobyl
They
Diaries.
partnered with.
That was story from Chernobyl. That was like kind of
Yeah, yeah,
abandoned area,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Chernobyl was actually a movie. I watched a movie based on
No, it's
Chernobyl.
a show. It's a show.
Yes,
Yeah. Eight
yes.
episode
I
show.
after realizing that it is a show, but it was years ago. A movie was based on that. You can Google it. I don't remember the name, or I'll just ping you that name. It starts like Chernobyl Diaries. Chernobyl Diaries. So they have a great movie on that. I found
Oh,
there are like many
good.
movies. Later they were reproduced in a form of series. So like and
Oh yeah,
a
yeah,
lot of
yeah, yeah. Chernobyl Diaries is
yes,
a
it's a
movie.
movie I've seen.
It's an a five
Yes,
IMDb rating.
it's a rated average, but it was a good movie. I watched it.
But like the Chernobyl, the show, has a rating of 9.9 something in IMDb. I think it's the highest rated show after Game of Thrones.
Oh, I don't know that. There's like
Yeah,
more.
that's the highest show. They even have Game of Thrones. I think I need to buy this service. Like this is the cheapest streaming site. You can watch like every, every American TV, like the show if you want to.
Yes, on Hotstar, right? Right? Game of Thrones on Hotstar.
Yeah, everything. They partnered with
Actually, Star was
Marvel,
the one of
this
the
HBO.
first streaming partner with Game of Thrones that they have a live telecast from US. Like,
Oh, this is cool. I actually kind of like this. Okay, so we are 23 minutes in.
and
Um,
33
so I
seconds and
think
counting.
we should
Oh,
move to ending segment.
yes.
So thank you guys for listening, and next time, question mark, next
Yeah,
time.
that's a question mark. You need to think or you need to pressurize your brain for that. What could be the next one?
Okay, okay. So let's hope our co-star shows,
Yes,
or rather
definitely.
than,
I'll show up. And I really thank Prakash
okay.
for inviting me on this. And
I mean, you're the co-host, like, so you don't have to thank me. But okay. So thank you for listening to the podcast. Give us a 5-star rating in iTunes if you're listening over there, and follow us on Spotify. And thank you for listening.
okay.